I knew it was still on my back bar. I was looking down here if you watched the previous video, but it's up here. It's on the sipping rum shelf, isn't it? In this video, Chaimans Reserve Forgotten Casks. Is it worth the extra when it comes to the legacy and the original? Let's find out. Hello, rum fans. Welcome back to the channel. But if you are new around these parts, hello, my name's Steve the Barman and welcome to my blue channel. My blue channel is all about taking a different country, a different island or a different theme each month and then deep diving into that. Starting off with the cheaper rums, working our way up to the more expensive rums, A, to find our favourite, but B, to get like a, is it worth upgrading for your cocktail, for your mixing rums? Now, the preface for that is I never really want to go over my budget of 50 UK pounds, 60 US dollars, 60 euros. That is kind of my limit. However, even in this St Lucia series, we are going a little bit more expensive because I want to give you a broad overview of the whole island. So if that sounds like fun, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But don't forget, I've got 5, I'm a busy boy. I've got 5 other YouTube channels, 3 other rum channels, a brandy channel, and an out-and-out cocktail channel. So if that sounds like fun, if you want even more of my face in your life, check out the links in the description below. What Chairman's Reserve Forgotten Cask is essentially that. There was a great big fire, 2007, I think it was, and basically in St Lucian distillers. And basically when they, when they were trying to save the rum, they put the barrels all over the place to kind of save the rum. Now, obviously when you distill and you cask rum up, you label it so you know exactly what it is. However, what happened with this was there were various rum barrels like dotted around all over the place, and some just forgotten about. They were just misplaced and forgotten about. We're not talking like a little yard area, we're talking a huge expansive area. So what happened was when they found these barrels after everything died down, they found that actually these rums had been simply aging a little bit too long to go into their original, to go into their legacy, and not quite long enough to go into like the 1931, didn't quite fit into there. So what they did, as any business would do, we thought, hang on a minute here, we can release a new rum with a different age statement. There's a great marketing story because that's what it is. It's a marketing story, and we can release, the Forgotten Cask. Now, the one thing with this, and quite rightly so, because, it is 8 to 11-year-old rums. Remember, Chaimans Reserve is all about blending different rums together. They're not about age statements. They wouldn't call this an 8-year-old rum. They just call it Forgotten Casks, which contains a blend of 8 and 11-year-old, because that then puts the emphasis on 8 and 11 to 11-year-old rums. Whereas, if you just said an 8-year-old rum, you kind of think, well, it's an 8-year-old rum. You forget about the older rums that are in it. So Forgotten Casks is that. Now, price-wise, we are jumping up. This is in the UK, Master of Malt prices, this is £43.75. So £4.50, nearly £5 more than the legacy. Where are we? £20 more than the Chairman's Reserve original, £20. And to relate that into dollars, $5 more expensive than the legacy, so 55 US dollars. Let's just go through them. 50 euros rounded down, 82 rounding up Australian dollars, and then 73.5 Canadian dollars. So, it is a little bit of a price bump over the legacy. Is it worth it? Let's find out. Now, again, I'm filming this in the same session as the legacy and the eco series. I'm just doing 3 in this one. Again, off the nose, wow, this is different. Vanilla is the top note on this. Lots of vanilla, lots and even more vanilla that's coming through. But dry fruits like sultanas, dates, raisins, that kind of thing. That's the big top note now. A little bit of toffiness actually coming off there. Do you know what? Just as I pulled the glass away a little bit, I got some, this is going back some, this is memories of Daddy Barman, RIP, nearly 10 years now. Where are we? 9 years. He used to love his cigars. I've got this little bit of cigar tobacco-ness coming on there. But there's the fruitiness of there. There is vanilla. They're the big top notes for me. And then sipping neat. Again. Now, I've got my bee in my bonnet about Barbados rums because I'm still looking at this. I'm just going to talk UK price here. 40, we're rounding up, even rounding up generously, £44. That is still leaps and bounds above the vast majority of Barbados rums that I tried in November. It's just so much fun to drink. Vanilla, honeyed stone fruit, honeyed apricot, sultanas, dates. There's like this chewiness around there, which I love, but not overly. 8 to 11 years old. I don't find this harsh. I don't find this like overaged at all for me, bearing in mind that I do like younger age rums. This is delicious. This is really, really good stuff. And then running it over the, wow, that's where the difference comes out. Running it over the top of your tongue, not swilling, but kind of getting around your gums and that. Tropical fruits, pineapple. Wow, pineapple comes out. Juicy grilled barbecue charcoal pineapple with that vanilla, with that honey. Wow. I don't know. Look, if someone can break it down why I don't necessarily get on with Barbados rums and these light me up, I would love to know, because I genuinely don't understand it. Most people, most rum enthusiasts, class Barbados as the be all and end all of rum, and I just like drink them, and I'm like, yeah, all right. They don't light me up. This lights me up like God knows what. This is absolutely flipping delicious. There is nothing in there that's going to put anyone off. There's bags of character in there. There's bags of flavour. There's different dimensions going on. 1 minute you've got this burnt toffee up in that corner, and then it takes you over here and you've got this like pineapple, grilled pineapple, barbecue pineapple thing going on. And then you come back, you've got this little bit of luxuriousness, this little bit of silky, smooth. It just gives you a cuddle as it goes down. Honestly, I can't think of a rum that I've had in the last sort of 3 or 4 months that's actually lit me up as much as that sipping neat. Now, there's a caveat here, because drinking this, and this is a weird one to kind of say, I don't necessarily think that this is the right rum for cocktails. I think this is bang on the money for sipping, but it's not as, if you want for, I still think on sipping this neat, I still think the Legacy is going to pip this in cocktails. But we will have a deep dive. I'm not going to bother with mixing it with Coke and stuff like that. I'm going to have a little Mai Tai and a little rum fashioned. But this, do you know what? This is pretty much on the money for the best sipping rum that I've had in the last 3-4 months or so. This is superb. I love this. So when it comes to mixing, absolutely delicious. Rum fashion, actually, do you know what? Right, I'm going to be brutally honest here. It was only probably about 20 minutes ago that I did the Legacy and rum fashion. I don't think it's that much of a step up. It's only, what is it, 5? Where are we? 5, blah, blah, blah. 5, just rounding up, 4 UK pounds, $5 US. It's actually not that much in the grand scheme of things. I don't think there's enough variance between them to go, this is one better than the other. They're both exceptional in that sense. So price-wise, you'd probably go Legacy. If you were talking rum fashion, you probably were. That is absolutely delicious. I think there is a huge step up when we're talking about sipping neat. But when it comes to mixing, do you know what? Actually, as a rum fan, I'm going to put this out there. I would go Legacy as a rum fashion, but actually, do you know what? Actually, the original. The original was a rum fashioned. Yeah, that's a tough one. There's just so much difference between them. Legacy pips it for me on the Mai Tai. Pips it. Actually, I rephrase. Legacy smashes it for me on the Mai Tai. Smashes it. That's a really good Mai Tai, but it ain't anything remotely close to the last video. Not even same postcode, not even same concept. The Legacy is a better Mai Tai. That's the be all and end all. Maybe it's because it is slightly lesser aged. Maybe because it's got a little bit more, I don't like the word harshness to it, but it's not as silky, smooth, fun and tropical fruitiness going on of what this is. Here's my summing up of these. And I've still got the 1931s. I've still got the Admiral Rodneys to come. But what I would surmise, that is my neat sipper. My Legacy is my Mai Tai, and maybe probably my rum fashioned rum. But actually, when it came to mixing and other cocktails, I would probably just go the original. But as far as a neat sipper, that is just stunning. But does the 1931 beat it? Let's find out.